What up, people? What's good? Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. We're a niche channel reserved for the best. Always be getting down. Yo, what's good, everybody? Sixth element of hip hop. Reno Noir. I'm your host. This is co-host Stu Dog, and we got a very special show today, man. We didn't expect this, obviously, but yeah, we'll be remembering another icon, man. George Perez, gone too soon. Young man, 67. How you doing, Stu?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. 67 is very young, right? You're right. It's very, very young. Nowadays, but
I feel like we're losing them fast, man. Too fast. Like, okay,
like
this is today's thumbnail. This is last Saturday's thumbnail.
wow, 30th.
I mean, you know what I mean? We went last Saturday, this Saturday. We lost two legends in a week.
Yeah, and these are like Reno. These are iconic guys, man. That have done.
Legends.
I mean, George Perez was known for Justice League, Crisis. He was known for Crisis. He was known for Wonder Woman, Titans, especially Titans. His take on the whole thing is Crisis is what I've known him for. Like that's the big thing for me is the Crisis stuff that he did. I mean, it's sad because people nowadays, even younger people nowadays, they want the new stuff. They don't want to pay attention to anything older,
right?
And they don't want to give props where props is due. I read the article about what happened to George in Comic Shop News. And it was sad, man. It was heartwarming, but it was also heartbreaking at the same time because he is that Ben Boxer on the last one there?
Yeah, that's not George Perez, but he did he killed it with DC, but he also did some very iconic Marvel. Yeah, I mean,
he did all the iconic. Yeah, he did a lot of the iconic
Infinity
Marvel
War.
Stuff.
Yeah, Superman, Infinity Gauntlet,
Superman,
Infinity
Wonder
War,
Woman.
all of these joints. Yeah, Wonder Woman, Superman.
And when you think about it, like you said, Reno, just going. It seems like it's just going too soon, man. That's a hurt piece for the comic world because these guys were, they were still drawing. Guys were still drawing. They were still doing things.
Oh yeah, young guys, 67, man. I mean,
that's
a whippersnapper, but it's not. It ain't time to go.
No, but, definitely. Yeah. He definitely got another 20. Definitely could do another 20 on top of that. 25.
Easily. Late last year, Perez revealed that he had been diagnosed with stage 3 pancreatic cancer. And he wrote in a December post that he was given 6 months to a year to live. But like you said before, he said, I've been given the option of chemotherapy and or radiation therapy, but after weighing all the variables and assessing just how much of my remaining days would be eaten up by doctor visits, treatments, hospital stays, and dealing with the often stressful and frustrating bureaucracy of the medical system, I've opted just to let nature take its course, and I'll enjoy whatever time I have left as fully as possible with my beautiful wife of over 40 years, my family, friends, and my fans, he said in the post.
When I read that, I was really I was moved by that. I'm gonna be honest. Like for somebody to just come out like that, publicly, and just, and when you read in Comic Shop News, the whole back page of the Comic Shop News, that article was on there, that writer was on it, and it was all him. Like it wasn't like it was like we do nowadays where you'll get some guy, he'll write a bloated statement, yada yada, and throw his own opinion in there. Nah, this was all him. And like he said, he didn't want to. He just wanted to chill with family and friends because he knew the end was coming. And if he made it, he made it, and if he didn't, so be it. But
Well, a lot of people with cancer choose to go that route because, you know, and it's a tough decision because yeah, I guess there's always a chance that chemo could knock it out, but chemo is taxing. I mean,
it is.
it's devastating and it's really the worst part about a lot of, cancer, a lot of people with cancers fight. It's some of the worst part. And people wait, they have that choice. They can either, you know, try to live and do a year of nausea, vomiting, fatigue, like feeling like shit, being drained, going there, getting the stuff pumped in you all every day and all of that, or living that year out with your family, with your friends, with your faculties, feeling decent and being able to, do things and not have to deal with all that other madness. And I know that a lot of, for loved ones, it's tough because of course, the loved one's gonna say, "Nah, do the chemo. Come on, you gotta fight. You gotta do this. You gotta do that." But it's really up to the person because that's the person that's gonna have to go through all of that and
That's
deal
true,
with all,
man.
so,
No, that's true.
I
But like I
mean,
said,
he went out
I
like a
was.
boss. He went out like a boss.
He did. He
He had to
did.
do
He did. And I
it.
was blown away by it. When I read the article, I was by myself when I was reading it, and I literally was blown away because, like I said, to say something like that, to say, "Look, this is how I'm checking out."
Right.
I'm going out on my feet. I ain't going out on my knees. I ain't begging nobody for nothing. I ain't
I
even ask
mean,
because a lot of people, they be looking for more life. And he just was
Mhm.
like, I'm not
right.
even doing that. And he's like, in the article, he said, look, I'm gonna let the cards fall where they may. If I make it past 6 months, I'm blessed. If I make it 2 years, I'm blessed. And if I don't, then guess what? I'm gonna have as much fun as I can before I go, and I'm gonna just chill with everybody. And you
G
know,
style. I
um,
mean, I hope I can stand on my feet like that when my time comes. You know what I mean? That's the way to do it. That's all I
yeah,
hope we all can be that strong. I love this
yeah,
picture. It's just like he like so hip hop in that picture to me.
yeah.
It's like,
And he's like,
I
yeah,
mean,
boy. He's like Flavor Flav,
yeah,
like, yeah, boy. Yeah,
I
that's like the
mean,
Flavor Flav right there.
yeah,
But, but yeah, Rena, you're right, man. We done lost two iconic comic book artists, man.
one
Man,
week
That's
away.
that's a heavy hit for the industry in a whole. Because like I said earlier, these guys are still drawing. These guys are still doing their thing. You call them to do a book, they're gonna do it.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly.
Um,
And yeah, they're still working today. Um,
yeah,
his death was announced on Free Comic Book Day. Today a day his team said he absolutely loved. He loved Free Comic Book Day. And he worked on titles like The Avengers, Teen Titans, the 1987 relaunch of Wonder Woman.
yeah.
He was
That's his biggest.
also
That right there, Rena, not to cut you off. That was one of his biggest books.
yeah,
That Wonder
yeah.
Woman relaunch, that '87 joint. Yeah,
He was also behind Crisis on Infinite Earths,
that's
yeah.
another big one for him. Yeah,
a maxi series that celebrated DC's 50th anniversary, and he designed the look for Lex Luthor's battle suit in Action Comics.
yes, he did.
DC Comics said in a news release, DC said he left an indelible mark on the world of comics and influenced a whole generation of creative talent. Um, George Perez had an art style that was both dynamic and incredibly expressive. That's DC publisher, chief creative officer Jim Lee, my favorite artist, said in a statement. His art was the perfect storytelling canvas for some of the most important events in DC history. While he will be sorely missed, his work will live on with a countless number of fans, as well as all the talent he's influenced over the years. Uh, DC editor in chief Marie Javins remembered Perez as a one of a kind person that brought so much joy to the world. Re- um, yeah, Marvel Entertainment said in a tweet
It's
that
sad,
Perez's
man.
work
It's
paved
it's just
seminal.
sad, man. It's
Yeah,
sad, man. It
well,
just the whole like not
it's
just
not just
like
it's not just DC, it's Marvel too.
it's Marvel
They
too,
said
right?
They
But
said
yeah,
his work paved seminal stories across comics, and his legacy of kindness and generosity will never be forgotten. That's Marvel.
Mm.
Cully Hammer said Perez was one of the goats of our craft. Rest in peace and power. That's hip hop and
yeah, bro.
comics for you.
Yeah, bro. I mean, listen, even I'm upset, and I'm upset because it's just like you said, man, he's 67, man. That's like going too soon, bro.
Yeah,
There's nothing. There's nothing I can eat. I'm speechless. But at the same time, like I said, when I read the article a few months back, I even tried to email them, but to no avail. They basically they sent back a kind email like, we can't do it at this time, and you know why, but I appreciated that. Trying to get him on the show. Um, but he probably was sick or probably just didn't want to do it, or you never know, man. But like I said,
yeah.
we reached out here, and that's all I can do. But um,
Well, he's I
you know,
gotta I just have like a sort of kinship with George Perez, man. I mean, obviously we're all fans of his art, but I mean, I just love Spade. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, y'all?
We just talking about George Perez, man. He kind of imbibes, that hip hop and comics sort of thing. Like he's born in the South Bronx. I
yeah,
mean, June 9th, he's a Gemini like me. I'm June 4th. We right there. He wanted to be an artist from a young age. He said he was starting to seriously draw when he was just 5. And he wasn't even 20 yet when he went to work as a studio assistant for Marvel artist Rich Buckler. And his first published comic book work from Marvel. And outside of a short story in the indie anthology Hot Stuff a couple of months earlier, his first published comic book work period was short of satire of Buckler's work on Deathlock in Astonishing Tales number 25 in 1974. And he been doing it, man, since back in the day.
well, people had talent back then, man. I don't know about now, but they had talent back then.
People had talent.
They had
They,
talent, bro. Like,
they
Reno, I watched.
respected the elders.
They had right. I watched the thing the other day, Reno, where they had these. They had like a newer rap group. Um, they were listening to songs from like back in the day, so they let them listen to a song by Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, and the last one was I think it was LL. It was LL, and the first thing they said, they was like, "Wow." They was like, "Man, these jokers back in the day, man. It's like songs like 5 minutes, like damn, who could rock out that long?" Like, so I put in the comment, people with talent. That's who rock out that long.
Because now
It was
songs is like a minute and a half.
yeah, 2 minutes, 2 minutes and some change.
Top.
And it was like, yeah, they was like, man, that's a long time. They was like, 2.5 minutes. It was like, that's cool. That's all you really need. And they were laughing, like, high fiving, like kind of like poking fun instead
Yeah.
of paying tribute. They were like poking fun, like, man, they rocking out for 5 minutes. What's up with that? Like they were lesser for doing it.
Yeah,
But
we had attention spans beyond 6 seconds. That's why.
exactly. Isaac Hayes would make songs, what, 15 minutes?
Oh,
Right.
Yeah,
no.
It sounded like, no, yes, yes.
5 minutes, cool. I mean, even 8, because Justin Timberlake. Ooh. But 15, oh my goodness.
15
oh,
minutes.
yeah.
So, and be
An
putting out
episode like a
EPs.
cartoon takes 15 minutes to watch without commercials.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
be
that's
putting out
fine.
EPs, Sada.
That's great.
Listen. The first hip hop record ever was an entire side of a record was one song. The whole side of the
Yeah.
record, one song.
yep.
It's one song,
Hip
I guess.
hop,
You're right.
hip to the hip it to the
Yeah.
hip hop.
Rapper's
and you don't
Delight,
stop,
yeah.
stop it.
Yeah,
Rapper's
the long
Delight.
version is like what, 30 minutes or something
whole
like
record.
that? Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
A
At
side.
least.
30 minutes.
Just
But
flowing.
it's like
But they
you put that
rocked
joint
out.
on, it's like it don't
I mean, I
seem
can
like 30
understand
minutes.
that,
to get
You
into
know
it.
what it is?
Yeah.
You know what it is,
that's right.
Sada? It's the beat. And I say it all the time. It's the production, it's the beat. If the
Yeah.
beat is funky, the people going to dance. You keep that on, the people going to dance to it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
gonna
Shout out
rock out to it no
Grandmaster
matter what.
Caz for writing that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I like if you're in like a dance setting, a group setting, that's
Yeah.
cool. I feel like individually I couldn't do it. But if I'm in a group, yeah, that's
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, back in especially in the 70s, like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, they had like 12-minute
7 minutes,
songs. It was
12 minute
yeah, it was
songs,
Oh
nothing to
yeah,
6 minute
have
songs. Yeah.
nothing just to rock out.
they told whole
And
stories on their stuff.
that's
So,
right.
you know.
That's right.
But you know what? Is Reno says it a lot.
Hold on,
I
Spade.
gotta
Oh,
take my hat off to Reno. I gotta take my hat off to Reno on that one. Lil Wayne, you gotta thank Lil Wayne for that, because he was the one coming out the mixtapes and 2 minute songs, 2 minute
mm,
50-second songs. He was the one rocking out like that, and everybody else. Lil Wayne gave birth to the modern day trash rapper. Not that he did it on purpose, but everybody wanted to be like him so bad. They imitated everything he ever did, but took it to another level. Instead of improving on it, they tried to do exactly like he did and copy his success.
see,
You
I don't know.
know?
I have a theory. It wasn't so much that it was Lil Wayne that did it. It was the fact of the perfect storm, social media, the
Oh
internet,
yeah, yeah,
bubbling, right? Whatever would have been out at that time, if it wasn't Lil Wayne, if it was Mobb Deep, then everyone would trying to be, you hear a whole bunch of Mobb Deep clones because the internet, social media gave the fans the ability to publish tracks.
yeah.
That's
It
all.
did.
So rappers today are just fans that haven't worked and built the craft and built the skills, and they're just doing what they're just imitating what who the hottest rapper at the time when it started was Lil Wayne, and then that's like a domino effect. So then this guy was copying Lil Wayne. Now this guy's copying that guy who was copying Lil Wayne, and now that guy's copying that guy who was copying that guy who was copying that Lil Wayne. So while Lil Wayne is kind of the godfather of the whole thing, he just happened to be who was hot when the internet.
Oh, 100%, Reno. And the mixtape scene blew up like to the top of the mixtape scene when Lil Wayne, well, like you said, was at his game and the internet was at the top of his peak, bootlegging.
Mhm.
So he kind of actually took advantage of all that because
Yeah.
I mean he was dropping mixtapes like it was nobody's business, bro. They was
Yeah,
coming out like every week.
because he's freestyle. Wayne is nice. See, that's the thing. People don't, because like when Wayne was with the Hot Boys, for me, at least in my generation, like at that point in time, like if we wanted to clown somebody, we would like say you're Little Wayne. Like that was the wackest thing you could be called when he was with the for real. Like when he
I
was
would
with
have
the
thought
Hot
it'd been
Boys,
Turk. I thought it'd been Turk.
either whatever it is. But when when he separated from that and started dropping freestyles and started doing his hip hop thing that he was always doing, we just didn't know. We didn't know that he was
Right.
always doing that. But you know, Baby and Manny Fresh was styling the music and having him do a certain thing. But he was always down with hip hop, and he was a
Oh yeah.
fan. He was a student of the game, and he uh all his mixtapes is just freestyles. He's like, I don't even write no more. So Wayne is nice, but like I said, it's the fans who don't have that skill. They didn't hone that craft. They
No.
just picked up the phone and recorded a song and put it out, and it gained some views and popularity,
Man,
and then
somebody Conway the Machine had a line. I gotta send you the song when I get it. But I was listening to him the other day. He had a line where he was talking about people writing, how they when everybody saw Meth looking at his phone and reading his, Lito's Way, salute. He was Conway came up with a line about that. I was listening to it the other day. I couldn't do nothing but laugh because it's true. I can't say it like he said it, but it was just so damn funny. But Conway's another one that's nasty.
What?
Conway's another one that's nasty, bro. Like when I first heard Conway, like I was like, damn, who this little joker?
and
And then
that
he just
whole Griselda,
disappeared.
that whole
Yeah, he just
Griselda
yeah,
thing.
But Conway got to
Well, I don't
get
know.
better production. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Conway. You got
Yeah,
to get better production, man. Your production, listen, you nice. You super nice on the mic. But whoever's doing your production, fire them jokers. Go see
Nice.
Dr. Dre. Go see Primo. Go see Pete Rock. Go somewhere, but get some better production, man. Your
I mean,
production.
Benny the Butcher, he get, he get good production, but I think he's got more of like a
And so do West Side. But when it
yeah.
comes to Conway, it's like, what
But
happened?
West Side ain't got no bars like that. West Side's more of a
Nah. But
hype
he
man or something.
don't. But the production on his albums is dope.
Yeah,
You can listen
I
to
mean, he
him.
makes
Like,
dope songs. Yeah,
he does. Yeah, the production
he's
is
not a
there.
lyricist, but he make dope tracks.
Nah, to me, the lyricist out of the three would be Conway, and it would be Benny, and then it would be Westside. You know what
For
I
me,
mean?
like this, Conway is like the technical lyricist. Benny is more like the soulful lyricist, the vibe, melodic lyricist. Damn, Stu not down with the Griselda slow down production.
I'm down with it all the way, Lito.
Yeah,
It's just I
we
just
love it.
feel we love Griselda, man. I
Love
just feel Leo. I just feel that the production on Conway's albums aren't as good as like when he hooks up with Big Ghost Limited. That his shit, it'd be hot. I'd be like, yo, and then he come out with a studio album, and I'm like, what happened? Like, what's going
Mhm.
on? Like, that's where I'm at with it. Like, that's how I feel. Like, he hook up with Muggs or somebody, you like, yo, that's dope. And then he come out with a studio, I'm like, what happened? Like, damn, I just spent $9.99 on this. What's going on? So, we love Conway, man. We got much love for Conway. That's my man right there. We're gonna make a song together one day, me and Conway and Jim Lee.
Mm,
He Conway.
I heard that. I heard it was coming.
Really?
Yeah, I
We'll
heard
get
it
it
was
popping,
coming.
man. Yeah, we'll get it
Maybe you
popping.
could put it on Instagram.
I might debut it on there if I could get up to 50 followers. Yeah. I'll put it up there.
Wasn't it like
I'm almost at
25?
25. Well, 25, I'm gonna start posting that. I'm almost there. I'm at 22 and a half. 22 and a half followers.
Just hold your breath. Just hold your breath.
I'm at 22 and a half followers, man. I got a midget following me, so that's 22 and a half.
Oh boy.
But Sada, are you did you know about George Perez?
I not as intimately. Like I just knew like, the artwork that he did and everything like that. So it's like, damn, we lost another one and they're kind of close together. I don't really know what's happening, but then I read that he passed from pancreatic cancer, which is rough because my grandmother did as well this year, and then my dog also had pancreatic cancer. So it's just like it's rough. They just you see them deteriorate as time goes on. So with my dog, we had like 2 extra years than she was supposed to have. So, that was good. And then with my grandmother, it was a little more time sensitive, but I'm glad, he didn't let the sickness take over because it can take over and it's not a good thing. So, yeah. Like, oof, God.
He's probably best known for launching the new Teen Titans in 1980. He created Cyborg, Raven, and Starfire. And had Dick Grayson become Nightwing.
That's the gist of what I know about him. The Titan stuff. That's pretty much it, though.
Yeah, him and Marv Wolfman. And then they later reshaped the whole DC universe with the Crisis on Infinite Earth, which in turn led to Perez rebooting Wonder Woman in 1987. With a beloved 5-year run that redefined Wonder Woman for a new generation. Wasn't that Wonder Woman movie called 1987? 1984.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
it should have been called 1980 or something.
It was such a bad film.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, he at Marvel, where he first got his start in comics, he's probably more best remembered for 2 separate runs on the Avengers with Steve Englehart in the 1970s, then with Kurt Busiek in the 1990s, where they relaunched the series in 1998, which blew up and critics loved it and fans loved it. He's people. A lot of people. His name isn't talked about like you hear, Kirby and like certain, a lot of names. But he should be talked about way more. I don't want to say he's underrated, but he did. I don't think he gets his due, man. Like he created a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. I think like I said, we had just last Saturday. This was our We did the Neil Adams. Then 1 week later, we're doing this. And we always say we got to give the flowers when they're due and all of that. So
Yeah, when they here.
next
Yeah.
Saturday, we're gonna pick an artist that's still living, still working, still doing his thing, and we're gonna do a remembrance while they're still here. I'll fix the camera. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. But y'all can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I think what do y'all think? Next weekend we should do somebody that's still alive, give them their flowers while they're here.
That sounds good.
Sounds
Sounds
like a
good
plan,
to
man.
me.
Sounds like a plan. We need to. I said it last week. We need to remember why they're here, man. We need
Mm-hmm.
to pay respect and give them their just dues now. I mean, why wait till they die and then all of a sudden we want to talk about them and pull out all their artwork and then we don't
Yeah.
have to do that. We can knock it out now.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying, we can do, just do little tributes and stuff like that for artists, that are still in the game, writers that are still in the game. It don't have to be a whole thing, but maybe just like each
Do a
episode,
segment.
do a
Yeah,
little
do a
segment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a segment where we just talk about this artist. Here's some shit they did, and because yeah, man. I mean, I feel like I don't want to feel like we only talk about people when they die.
That's true.
Stu, what's up, man? I meant Spade, what's up, man?
He's
Oh, I
muted.
think you're muted.
Oh, you're mute. You're on mute, or it's not on mute, but I can't hear
But
you.
something on
He's
his
off mute
end
now.
is on mute.
Yeah, he's off mute. Yeah.
Still can't hear
You're
you.
not unmuted, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't
What
hear
up?
you.
Now,
Oh,
Now,
wait.
yeah, we got you there. We got
say
you.
something. Say something.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah, you're good now. Now you back on mute.
What happened?
You good now?
I don't know.
There you
Just,
go.
What
just keep
about
your hand. Yeah, keep your hand right there, and then just keep talking. Remember the old TV antennas back in the day? The old TV, be like, oh, stay right there. Yeah,
Yeah. Hold it right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
yeah.
You never
Okay.
could go anywhere. No, I missed free comic book day, man. I worked like 56 hours this week. I'm exhausted.
Oh man.
Spade. All right, look.
Yeah.
If I can get you a stack,
First time
I'll
I
go.
done missed it in years, everybody. So it's like, what were you
If I
sick?
get you
I'm
a
like,
stack,
no, I was just tired.
I'll go to my comic shop and see if I can get you a stack. If I can, I got you.
So, of course, I'm looking for the main ones like that Dark Crisis, the TMNT, and anything Marvel.
I got this. I got
you,
the voices. I got the Nottingham.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I got the Turtles.
Yeah.
I got the Barbaric.
Oh, that looks cool.
Ooh,
Yeah, I got Bloodborne. I got one from my homeboy. He wanted the Bloodborne joint. Got him one.
nice.
Spider-Man and Venom.
Ooh, nice.
New Sonic, and that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It wasn't a whole lot.
Nice grab right there.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Look at
whole
that. I
lot.
got.
But
Oh, look
this
at
is-
that.
Yeah, this is what came. Yeah, this came in my package here. That's why I said I'm gonna go to my LCS to see if I can get you one. But you was like, nah, still, I'm just gonna miss it. I'm just gonna miss it. So, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna hook you up anyway because you my boy.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that,
got
Stu.
that. If he got any left, I
Ooh,
got
nice.
you, man. I'll send them to you, man. Just gotta send me your address.
Maestro. Okay.
these weren't free comics though, right?
This was in the bag, brother. This was all in the bag.
Oh, he made up bags like grab
yeah,
bags.
that's how they
grab
do.
bag.
Yeah, that's well.
Oh,
They
that's
come with
nice.
every free comic book day. You go to Wade's. They give you the.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, the
get
only
the,
free comics we get are the ones that say Free Comic Book Day on the top.
boom.
Damn. But that's still not
Yeah,
a bad. Oh, got the same one.
Boom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the Free
Oh,
Comic
nice.
Book Day.
The voices, Marvel voices. I read a couple of those and they were okay. Clementine,
Walking Dead.
What?
Stranger Things. Yeah. And this is
Buffy.
This is Buffy, the
Buffy.
Vampire Slayer. Definitely want to
Oh.
read that. We got
And
the
the fly
Turtles.
ass turtles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got the Bone Orchard
Love that Turtles
Mythos.
because it's
Oh,
homage to the original Bloodshot.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
There seems to be a Doctor Who in there every year.
Ooh, Red Sonja. Damn.
Oh, that looks good.
Hello, The Walking Dead. Year One villain. DC, and last but not least,
Bunny
Bunny
Man.
Man. Yeah, so go down to Wade's local comic book shop. But if he has any left over, because usually sometimes I go in there like on a Wednesday. But
Also
for you,
got
I'll
these.
go.
I
I'll go tomorrow.
2 boxes.
Bet. I'm gonna try to. I don't know when I'll get up to any of my local shops. Probably sometime next week before I have to go to work. Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that
if you
Doom
can.
right there.
Yeah, also picked up Reno.
Oh,
that's
you
tight.
got a whole run, didn't you?
Well, I got
Ooh.
It looked like it, yeah.
I got 2 whole short boxes full of books.
You came off like a band-aid. I would love to read all of that right there.
Yeah. Spend a day reading
I would read all of that.
Fantastic Four.
They also have silent auctions. I put in for 2. I put in for 2 silent auctions. So if I win them, I'll debut them here on the show.
Fingers crossed.
One was a GI. Yeah, one was a GI Joe run, and the other.
I'm gonna go ahead and claim Stu gonna win, man. We gonna see this joint. I'm gonna go ahead and claim Stu you as the winner, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. I need that, man. I need that.
We gonna put that out in the universe right there.
Yeah. Also picked up this here speed while I was there.
Oh, look
Just
here.
happened to fall in my bag. Yeah, because I couldn't
I think
find
I
the
got
Flash.
one of them too.
What? Dang. Yeah, I couldn't find one, man. I was looking for one hard.
Man.
Now is yours the this is the animated series. Is yours the
No, this is the McFarlane line from Rebirth, actually.
Oh, you got the Rebirth one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got the animated series one. The one you have is the one I want. And I couldn't find it.
Wait,
Yeah, the
Space,
one
you
you
got
have.
the one. You got the one that's
You didn't
the,
see
like
that?
the movie one.
No, the comic Rebirth.
Oh,
You got the Rebirth one.
yeah,
That's the one I
the
want.
I want.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
If
I
I
can't
find
find
one
it.
for you, Stu, I'll get it for you and mail it to you.
I appreciate that,
So,
man.
so we'll do something like that. So I'll look for one for you. If I find it, I'm gonna snag it.
Yeah, me
I
too,
appreciate
dog.
it. Yeah,
All right,
'cause
I got.
this is the only one.
I
This
still
was the
got
only one I could
that
find,
Wolverine
Spade.
for you, Reno.
Oh yeah. I sent you the money, right?
Not yet.
Oh, all right. I'll send it after.
If not, we'll get it squared away.
Yeah.
And Starter can't leave you out anything you looking for.
Not in particular. I'm pretty open.
She needs a Starfire.
I couldn't take
She needs a
advantage of
Starfire
free comic book
great.
day.
She needs a
Oh
Starfire.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I would say I lean more towards Starfire, but yeah.
Okay.
I grabbed 5 of these.
I couldn't take advantage of today. I was getting over a hangover, so I was in bed all day.
Yeah, my work hangover because I was so exhausted when I woke up. It was my daughter woke me up at 9 something this morning wanting breakfast. I'm like, baby, I'm tired. And then my wife texted me like at 11 something saying, text me when you get home, and she come in about 11:30. Like I'm laying down on the couch. Well, I thought you were gone. Gone where? I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, shoot. See, even Superman get tired sometimes.
Exactly.
But yeah, I woke up this morning, looked, and Reno, we got the message from OG Lee, about George Perez, and I went on and looked. I'm like, golly, like, really? We just lost Neil Adams last week, and now George Perez this week.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, man. It's sad, man. It really is.
And
But
I'm
you
sure
know,
I got
I
Neil
went
Adams and George Perez in these boxes.
nice.
That's how prolific they are, is what I'm saying. Like they like if I got 2 short boxes full of comics, you probably got some George Perez. You probably got some Neil Adams.
But it was funny when Stu you was talking about talent, like how the artists have talent back then. They and I ain't saying that people aren't talented now. They are, but it's just not as I don't know. They don't have
Dedicated.
to prove, dedicated. And they don't have
Yeah,
to
these
prove
guys are dedicated.
themselves like
Yeah.
artists back then did. It was like, all right,
Nope.
you draw good, so I'm gonna give you a blah blah. Go ahead and draw this whatever. Or you sing well, you get a record deal, or you can make your own, produce your own stuff. And it's just like everybody ain't got the same, not on the same level like that.
Right.
That's true.
It's like it's a babyfied society. Looking at artists and writers like George Perez and Marv Wolfman and shoot, even Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Dwayne
Hey, Reno.
McDuffie, guys that created, people that created.
Right.
Yeah, that's true,
It's
man.
like creativity is a
Get that
lost art.
get that C3PO slide, man. That's kind of a sought after comic. That C3PO joint.
Yeah, I know. What were you saying, no spade?
I
Yeah, go ahead.
said
I'm sorry.
that creativity it seems to be a lost art now.
It is.
Yeah,
It is, Spade. I
creativity is
agree.
definitely lost.
I agree with that, man. Because when you think about it, Spade, think about like now with all the technology that we had. And I
Mm-hmm.
hear a lot of guys our age say this. They be like, man, if we had the technology and stuff that these kids have now at our fingertips back
Man,
then, do you know all the stuff we could have did? Like we could have created and put
No,
out there? Like, yeah, they're like, man, listen, you just
man.
these kids don't know how good they got it.
yeah, like dog. If we had YouTube when I was a kid coming up, bro,
Mm-hmm.
millions of subs, bro. I would have blown the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
If we had Unreal Engine 5, some of the stuff we could have did, some of the games, some of the cartoons we could have
You
made.
in this Engine 5.
Ooh.
Unreal Engine 5 is phenomenal. I'll send you some. I'll send you some stuff on it, but it's phenomenal. I mean,
It is,
I
but it's
can't.
amazing.
Reno said it, but Reno sounded like my brother when he said it. We used to look at the back of video games and the box art and all that, and my brother used to
Mhm.
always be like, "Yo," he's be like, "When his game's gonna start looking like this?"
Mm-hmm.
And right now we're in that era where we have photorealistic graphics, where
Mm-hmm.
where they can look like the box art, the actual box art.
Yeah, like we had, it was always like, I mean, look, when we had Super Nintendo, you had the cutscenes on Super Nintendo, and they look, dude, we're so far beyond that. But back then, we was like, man, when they gonna look like this? Like the
Hmm.
cutscenes on Super Nintendo. That's how bad. And then, and it just got better and better. And I always said one day it's just gonna be like you're playing a movie. Like just looks like a real movie. And we pretty much there. I mean, shit, even the last Grand Theft Auto damn near looks real. Wait till the next Grand Theft Auto. When they
Wait till they put
finally
it on. And hopefully they're gonna put it on
next gen
Unreal Engine
only.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully they put it on Unreal Engine 5. Unreal Engine
Yeah.
5 is gonna be the deciding factor because everybody knows how to use 4 program for 4. 4 is great. I'll give it credit. I can't say nothing bad about it. But
Yeah,
5,
anything not made with Unreal Engine 5 is not gonna hold up. The real
I can't
contenders
wait
are
to
all gonna be
see,
made.
and that's my thing. I can't wait to see what they do with it. Like once developers, start really embracing it. I mean, just think about some of the stuff we can get.
Right.
Man, look at that. Man, you got some gems there. I would like to read all of that. I'd read all of that.
No, hell
I'm not
yeah.
even gonna lie
Oh,
to you.
Spider-Man and Sinister Six. I had that storyline.
Oh yeah.
So, Sada, have you ever have you ever partaken in Free Comic Book Day before?
I have before. I couldn't this year, unfortunately, but I have before. Yeah.
So, what were some of your favorite moments or memories of your past Free Comic Book Days that you participated in?
Well, I went with my dad. It was me and my dad because we're the comic book heads in the family. So he would we would go out. He would take me to local shop or maybe one in like DC. And then we would just explore the store all day and then find ones that I liked. And then typically I would get like the ones in like the dollar bin.
Mhm.
Now I will probably get like a mix of the ones in the dollar bin and on the stands because I have my own money now. But yeah, I would get the ones in the dollar, the dollar ones, and then I would come home and I would read them, and then I would just reread them again and again. So it was a pretty good day. It would be a
Nice.
pretty good day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. I used to
What
love
about
taking my
y'all,
kids.
Stu, Reno? Some of y'all
I used
favorite
to
memories
love.
of that Free Comic Book
We
Day?
made it. Oh yeah, spade. We made a day out of it, man. Like I would take the whole family. I take the whole family, and then we would
Ah,
always go see a Marvel movie after that. So like, and
yeah.
then it's also Cinco de Mayo. You know what I mean, it's usually Cinco de Mayo around there. So we knock it all out in one day. We go to eat Mexican, check out a Marvel movie, free comic book day. I'd invite all my friends and their kids, and we'd all go get free comics. Wind up buying a bunch of stuff, spending money we know we don't have. Because I know the last couple ones they released them. They released them before COVID. They released a Marvel movie in like the last 4 or 5 years on
Yeah.
every one. Because I think I saw Avengers, the first Avengers movie. I know I saw Captain America. I definitely saw
Yeah.
one of the Captain Americas on Free Comic Book Day. I saw Spider-Man on one of the comic book days on Free Comic Book Day. Like it was always a Marvel movie out. This year's
Mhm.
Doctor Strange,
Mhm.
you know. So we would all my family we just go check it out, go to the movies. But with COVID, we just hit the comic book store and come home and wear your mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we getting down right now. What about you?
Oh man, I have so many. One I went to one year. People dressed up all in cosplay and costumes. There were like people everywhere in a store, and shoot, man, it was just so much fun. Kids running around, and like I kind of gave some elbow shots. You know what I'm saying? Just stop running in the damn store before you mess up stuff that I might want. But I mean, I always had fun. Like usually be me and my friends. A group of us would go to a shop here in the area or to Huntsville, about an hour away before other stores came. And in the recent years, I would take my family and we would go and make a day out of it too. And like you said, a lot of times if it's a movie, I remember one year I think. I want to say it was either Civil War or Batman vs Superman came out on Free Comic Book Day, and went and saw that. And the second year we had a convention, did Comic Book Day, went and seen Captain Marvel, got something to eat, and came home. So it's just always fun to make a day out of it, man. It's an event for sure.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. We used to
Well,
get up
last year was
early.
my first free comic book day.
Get out.
Tell us about that for those who hadn't
Please.
heard.
Yes, please. Yes.
It was the first. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know it was a thing. And
Now
then
we
somebody was like,
definitely
"It's free comic book day coming up," and I'm like, I thought they was playing. I was like, "The fuck is that?" Like I thought they was joking. They was like, "Nah, you go to the comic store," or I think I was at the shop or something like that. And I was like, "So what? Just comics are free on that day?" And they're like, "Yeah, comics are just free on that day." I'm like, "The fuck you mean? Like comics are just free?" So then it was explained that there are specific comics that say free comic book day on them, and those are the ones that I was like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that free comic book day on there." Never put two and two together. I always wondered what the hell it was. Thought it was some kind of promotion. So yeah, I went there. Well, I knew it was coming, and so I called the LCS I normally go to, and I was like, "Yo, I can't." Well, so there's this other big shop, the one I went to today. Every free comic book day, everything in their store is $1. All the back issues, like stuff that's usually like between $4 to $12, like $4 to $12 comics are all $1, basically. Everything else is like 25% off for all the like major keys or new shit. And so I wanted to go to that, but at the same time, my other shop that I normally was going to was expecting me to come, and I was like, "Listen, I can't make it. Can you get me like one of everything and put it to the side for me. He's like, yeah, no problem. And so I went to the other store with like $500, bought like 500 comics, and got all the free comic books from that one. Then I went over to the other LCS and picked up my joints from that one. So I definitely like made out pretty well. This year was kind of the same thing. Just went to that. Well, I didn't go to the other one. This year I just went to the one with the dollar books and I just bought a bunch of books. But last year it was me and like one other guy. That's it. Like nobody else was in there. Like I walked in, I grabbed some short boxes off the shelf and went over there to the bins and just started, I was there for like 6 hours, bro. Looking through everything, bro, just picking out, hundreds of books. And there was like one other dude, and he was there about half the time I was there. And we just quietly, it was real peaceful. Nobody was in there but the owner, like talking in the corner. It was just real peaceful. And we was just, filling our boxes quietly on our phones, checking key collector and seeing what books are keys and all of that. We're just in there doing our thing. This year, I'm moving past people. Everybody's like crowded. I gotta, what I mean? Like it was a whole other story. So I guess, the word got out, but apparently they do this twice a year. The dollar, everything is a dollar.
Oh.
They do it on Black Friday as well. So
nice.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'll be going there twice a year. Yeah, he was like,
check out.
The owner's just like, this is just a way to clear inventory,
Yeah.
Nice.
It is. It's a good
Like
way.
the other time, he's like, man, he's like, yeah. I was like, man, he's like, do you go to any other, shops? And I'm like, nah, I don't. I just come here. And he's like, yeah, nobody else is doing that dollar book thing. And I said, nope. And he said, yeah, they're scared. He's like, he was like, even the guy down the road, he was telling me, you're fucking crazy, doing that shit. Like some of those are $10 books and all that. And he's like, yeah, some of them are $10 books, but I got to clear inventory. This shop is massive, like massive. Like there's whole sections. Like I was telling you, Stu, earlier, the section with the G.I. Joe toys and shit, I didn't even look in that direction. I didn't go over there. I stayed away from that section because I didn't want to spend none of my money on G.I. Joe toys or, see shit I couldn't buy. So the place is huge. So yeah, he's got to clear inventory every now and then because it piles up.
That's smart.
Anybody check out Doctor Strange?
We're gonna talk about.
I haven't seen it. Oof. Okay.
Yeah, no. We're not. No spoilers today.
Ooh, I was like, oh my god.
You can't talk about that. This is DC Day. That's Marvel. That's the other universe, man.
Well, I just asked the question. We didn't have to talk about it. Well, we didn't have to talk about it. I just asked you. It's just a yes and no question. Yes, we seen it. Right along.
I seen it.
No,
yeah,
we seen it moving right along.
I saw it Thursday. I saw it Thursday in IMAX.
Did you enjoy it? I mean, just did you?
Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I really liked it.
Oh! This is DC Day.
All right, but
we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it.
What we can talk about is I read an article not too long ago stating that they took a poll on Twitter and a few other websites and that everybody wants Mr. Freeze to be the next villain in the Batman, which is my favorite movie right now. I might add.
I want it.
Overwhelmingly, Mr. Freeze has won. The directors, the producers, people behind the scenes, and the powers that be said that it kind of makes sense because it's just moving on. Like they want to basically what they want to do with Batman now because of this new movie is give us fresh villains. We've always done the Joker.
Yeah.
The Harley Quinns everywhere. They just did the Penguin and Riddler, and they're saying that bringing these new villains in, these fresh faces or these fresh villains, besides the regular ones, is actually paying off. So the last time we saw Freeze was Joel Shoemaker. So
give us the ventriloquist.
Oh yes.
Reno, I'll take the Reno. I'll take that.
Clayface, come on.
I'm down.
Listen,
I'm down with Clayface.
the Ventriloquist fits Matt Reeves' movies, like that style, because it's a real guy, it's just a crazy ass dude. I would love to see Killer Croc, Clayface, Mr. Freeze, but I don't think they fit the Matt Reeves stuff. The Matt
I
Reeves
think they
stuff is
fit perfectly.
gangster.
You know what? You could even do Black Mass. Black Mass would be.
That
Oh
would
yeah,
be
he would
phenomenal.
slide
Black Mass.
right over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
Black
be
Mass.
phenomenal. Black Mass,
Two-Face, even if you did Two-Face and Black
Two-Face.
Mass team up,
Mm-hmm.
because they
They
said
have-
Two-Face was another one that they wanted to do, but not really, because he was in that last movie with Joker, and they just said they want to just give it a new. They just want to keep it fresh.
People really love that Two-Face, but honestly, it wasn't my favorite. Like,
No, mine's either.
I come
Which
from
one, Tommy Lee Jones
Batman.
or
Neither
Jones
one.
or the
Well,
other
Tommy
one?
Lee Jones, I don't even talk about.
That don't count. That one don't count.
And Victor
Ooh,
Zsasz
Victor
would be
Zsasz would
perfect.
be cool.
Yeah.
Zsasz would be great. Detective
Perfect.
Detective
Yeah.
Chimp. Zsasz would be
Yeah,
Zsasz would be phenomenally great. But who would we get to play Zsasz, man? Like, is there anybody that could just personify Zsasz? Zsasz
I can't think of anyone right now.
You know, what about because I don't want it to be a big star, you know. I want it to be someone that's not damn, what's his name? Fuck, what's his name?
You know, they could get
Scoot
who's the guy?
McNairy.
Who's the guy that played Jason Bourne? They can get. That's what they can get.
Oh, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon?
Yeah, Matt.
He was the one that.
Yeah.
I think if he were the age he was when he was playing Bourne, maybe I think that could work. But he's older now, so I don't know if he could do his ass. I don't know if I can see.
Yeah,
What
I don't know. I see Zsasz as more like a
Michael
skinny,
B. Jordan. What about Michael B. Jordan?
a black Zsasz.
Please.
Can we not do Michael B. Jordan in the
Yeah,
superhero
maybe
movie?
No. Please.
I mean, well, listen. Who else could we get?
Oh no.
Kevin
you would probably
Spacey?
have to
Kevin
cast
Spacey?
an unknown actor.
Kevin.
Yeah,
Kevin
it'd have to
Spacey
be
too old.
unknown.
Yeah, Zaz should be like a young, but like a kind of a thin guy, right? He's bald, right? He's skinny.
He's bald.
Like
He's thin.
Yeah,
He's skinny, muscular. He's skinny and muscular, like a super skinny, muscular guy.
dude, fucking a young Ray Liotta, was murdered as Zaz. Yeah, bro, because he's already kind of got the scars. Ray Liotta would have been sick as fuck as Zaz when he was young. Dude's like 70 now. He can't do it.
Oh,
But,
okay.
Ray Liotta as any of them, Two-Face, that would have been dope. I mean, he's too old now, but yeah, Zaz would work. But Freeze would, I don't know. Freeze
would play great. Would be a
Freeze
good
could
Zaz.
work, but it would just be too.
John Leguizamo would be a good Zaz. What about
John?
John
You
Leguizamo?
said, whoa.
He'd be a good
what he
Zaz.
looks like again.
That would.
Because
that
he was a
would
good
work.
violator. He's a good violator.
Yeah, he could do it. He's a little bit wacky, but sometimes if he gets serious though, he can play serious. Yeah, he could do it. He could do it.
Maybe I could see him more as like the ventriloquist than a Zaz. So I don't know.
Ventriloquist. Now, ventriloquist, someone like Kevin Spacey, like an older guy, could play ventriloquist.
Yeah,
You know, they could pull that off. But yeah, anybody that's like a regular human, you know, would be great in the Matt Reeves universe. But Victor Zsasz,
I think the Clayface, the killer. What I'm losing names. Yeah, and all of those, they could work. I feel like they work in that universe.
Clayface would be great, man. If you get
Oh my
Star
God,
Trek,
it'd be so
Star
amazing.
Trek can do Odo. If Star Trek can do 7 seasons of Odo, you can give us a movie with Clayface.
oh yeah, we could do a movie. With Clayface. I mean, yeah, I'd love to see a Batman movie that's all about the, you know, the crazy, you know, the clay faces and the killer crocs and the characters that aren't like a regular human, you know what I mean? Like the real comic-y stuff, without doing it like Joel Schumacher and making it just whack. I'd rather see the blue and gray suit, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Batman
Yeah,
and Robin,
I just want to
That'd be
see it
great.
once in
Classic.
live action, please.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
man,
That'd
yeah.
be
'Cause
great.
I want to
I
see
would
a
love that.
Batman movie that's not grounded in reality.
That's what I
get
mean.
sick of
That's what I mean.
the whole.
Hey, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm good with that too. Just
That's
have
what
him
I
go
mean.
off
Thank you,
the wall a
Spade.
little bit.
Thank you, Spade. I've been saying it, Spade. I've been saying it since day
That's
one.
what I'm saying.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
know,
saying.
because
But
it's just like
but
we
Joe
get
Schumacher did that, and it was bad. So that's why they're afraid to do it again, because it was so bad when they tried
that
it.
was
Yeah.
badly. Those were badly written movies too,
But Tim
man.
Burton killed
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Tim
his was
Burton
a
did
little
kill it.
more
Nailed it.
Yeah.
rounded
Yeah, Tim Burton
than
nailed
Joel
it.
Schumacher.
Dude, you had
Right.
it was a little bit more grounded, but I mean, Penguin was definitely not, human. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, but even like in his like characterization and stuff, it wasn't like Joel Schumacher's like that.
No,
It wasn't
no,
off the wall like that.
not at all, not at all. I mean, because
Penguin
you
was
had
off the
great
chain.
actors.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Penguin was great. You had great actors. You had DeVito. You had Keaton. Jack fucking Nicholson. I mean,
And they
Michelle
kept that under
Pfeiffer.
wraps. They kept Penguin under wraps until you saw
Woo.
the trailers for the movie.
Yeah.
Like nobody knew what nobody saw that coming
What's his name?
until you saw the trailer. When you
That
saw the
shit
trailer, you was
freaked
like,
me out.
"What? Danny DeVito?" Like, oh, they kept that under wraps.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he creeped me out as Penguin. He did the thing. I was like, oh my god.
I heard all of that when Batman 1 came out, and they were like, yeah, they're gonna get Danny DeVito to play Penguin. They're gonna have, Jim Carrey is gonna be. They. I heard all of the. Arnold Schwarzenegger is gonna be Mr. Freeze. Way before the second movie, Batman Returns, came out.
Mm.
They had already signed all that shit, but I didn't believe it. I was like, yeah, right. You're gonna get Danny DeVito to play the Penguin. Get the fuck out of here. Like, that shit sounded crazy, but it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. You never know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we went from Christopher Nolan's Batman, which was more realistic-er, right? But it was still super sci-fi, crazy military,
Right.
futuristic shit that doesn't exist. But it was grounded in reality, grounded within like a real. Gotham wasn't this, fantasy looking place. It was just like, Chicago or whatever.
Gothic. It wasn't like classic Gothic. It was like you said, it was like Chicago.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now Matt Reeves shit is even more on the realistic side, but less on the realistic side at the same time, because it's also like the movie Seven. It's like some fantasy detective noir. It's like noir is what it is. It's noir detective.
Well, that's what it should be, because Batman is
That's
detective.
exactly what
I mean,
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, no matter how you look at it, his comics read like that. You read a Batman comic, he ain't jumping around and slapping people all over the place all
Not
the time.
that much. No.
No.
Like in DC versus vampires. All right, Green Lantern kills Flash, and he says that Flash, if they would have turned Flash into a vampire, he would consume the whole world, even other vampires, because his metabolism is so high. He had to constantly feed, so they had to kill him. But they also said that if they didn't kill him, he could be one superhero that could actually really stop them, because he's so fast. There's no vampire that's just as fast as he is. So Green Lantern lures him to this island and he kills him. And then they go looking for him, but then Green Lantern kind of sets it up like, oh, we found him. And Batman starts investigating. As soon as he gets there, you see him bent over. He's taking samples. He's looking. Then he finally figures out that he was like, look, it's only a couple of things that can really cut through bone. Because he was like, bone is like super dense. It's super hard. And he was like, there's only two things like, that can really cut through it. And he said, but this was like a clean cut. And then he figured out it was cut by light. He was like, this had to be like a cut made by light or like a laser.
Right.
And then he figured out it was Green Lantern. And then he figured out Green Lantern was a vampire. Hal Jordan. He figured out Hal Jordan was a vampire. And just him doing the detectiveness, Then he compared it to the samples he found when he killed Jan from one of the Wonder Twins. And he was like, yo, Batman figured the whole thing out. But you got to read DC versus Vampires. It was real good. Batman's a straight detective, man. And that's what he does.
Yep.
Same thing with Bane. Bane proved that he was just as great a detective as Batman.
And again, that's what I'm looking for in the movie, a comic book accurate Bane in the movie.
Yeah,
Please,
yeah,
that's all we want.
that's the one character I would really love to see in the Matt Reeves. That would
Yeah,
be
that would be dope.
Fit too.
That would be amazing. You're right about that. I mean, if we got Freeze and Bane in the next movie, that would be good.
But
yeah,
you know what though? Like going back to that, not realistic Batman movie. A Bane, like CGI Bane, because he's so fucking massive, right? Like his fingers are like that big around. You know what I mean? Like he's Hulk, like the Hulk. That would be fucking dope too. Like because Bane is massive. You know what I mean? Like he's unhumanly massive. The way he's drawn.
That's it. So, and you know what? You know what else would be great too, Reno, if they did with Bane? Like, remember when Riddler was talking to Batman and Arkham, and he thought Riddler figured out who he was. He was like, "Yo," and you can see the look on his face, like he was looking like, "Damn, like what am I going to do if this joke?" He said, "This joke, I think he figured me out." And then when he said it, and he realized that he didn't figure out who he was, that he thought Bruce Wayne and Batman was two separate people. You can see like the look of relief on his face. Like we can have a moment where Bane is like, I know who you are, but I'm not saying that right now.
Right.
I know exactly who you are. Like they can have another moment like that. Right. Because in every movie, another reason I take my hat off to this Batman movie is because in every Batman movie, either he tells somebody who he is or they figure out. And Batman Batman's like Spider-Man. He was very anal about protecting his identity.
Yeah.
Like he would go through any length to make sure you did not find out. Same thing with Spider-Man, but they just in these movies, what was it? Batman Returns. He's talking to Selena Kyle. He just rips the mask off.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all wear masks. I'm like, come on, dude.
He like ripped that shit off. I was like, damn. Okay.
Yeah. Straight up.
He was in love though, y'all.
You right, and it was counted.
I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that's a valid reason. I'm just saying that's the reason why he did it.
No, we know, but he don't get no pass on that one.
I ain't giving a pass either, man. I'm just saying it's just like, dude, you in the heat of a battle right now, and you got villains all around, and you want to. It's like when you at Selena's apartment or she at Wayne Manor, then you could do it.
Then you can do it. Yeah. And then, like in the first movie, where he looks out, he says, "Well, who let Vicky Vale in the Batcave?" She came in there. He's sitting at the computer. She come walking in there. Oh my gosh, I was just here. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. And you should still be just as impressed. So don't act surprised.
Exactly.
And then the third movie, Batgirl figures out who they are. Dick Grayson figures out who he is. There's always somebody figures it out. Like, in the Batman series, the Nolan Ryan, he tells Rachel who he is. Rachel, I'm Batman. It's not who I am that defines me. It's what I do.
Say hey to everybody. My daughter want to say hey.
Hello.
Hey.
It was her birthday yesterday. She turned 8.
Happy birthday!
Wow.
Happy birthday! Yes.
Look at your pretty self.
Take off.
What
We ain't got time for all that. Tell him thank you and bye.
She tried to expose him.
What's she trying to say?
She's trying to
ready to go.
Something about what her and her brother did yesterday. I said, all right, we on the podcast, we get time for that bye. She was like, help.
No, I want to tell him. I want to let him know. That's funny.
She's cute.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
So, are we going to get another Superman movie stayed?
Oh,
we will eventually, but with the current state, it doesn't look like it, and it keeps going back and forth. With Henry Cavill going to be Superman, will it not? It's just like, it's been almost 10 years since Man of Steel. And it came out in 2013.
yes, it's been almost 10 years. That one came out in what, 20? 13,
Yeah.
right?
2013.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't. Wow.
And I'm like,
That's
Yeah.
crazy,
everybody
bro.
after
And that
Superman
man has
Returns
never
came
had a
out,
sequel.
right? After Superman Returns came out, everybody was like, "Oh, this is too campy. I want a darker Superman." Blah blah. So WB sort of listen. I'm like, you can make a darker Superman movie, but you can't make Superman darker. The tone just I don't know. But I love Man of Steel. It's still
I
my
love Man
favorite
of
Man of
Steel.
Steel.
movie, like
Oh, Man
Reno.
of Steel was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Man of Steel was
And
a
it's
movie.
just
It
like,
made me like Superman again.
yeah.
It did.
And I'm
It
like,
did.
you had dang near the perfect movie for a Superman, and you can't come up with a sequel to it. Something is really wrong with that. I'm like, his rogues gallery isn't extensive as Batman's. I get that, but he does have other impressive villains. You could do Bizarro. You could do Metallo. You know,
You do Parasite.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Shoot.
Dark Side, really.
And thank you.
No. Sorry,
Well,
no.
you can still do
What's
it.
wrong with
I
Dark
mean,
The
Side?
Dark Side, because you know why? After that Justice League, Dark Side is just very, very powerful, and they never personify how powerful he really is. And in my book, the way I see it, Superman can't take. He can't take Dark
No, he
Side. I'm
can't beat
sorry.
him by himself. He never did. I
He
mean,
can't
that's
take
not.
Dark Side.
But that's the thing. Like, he wouldn't be
Mongo,
beating.
you could
He
put him
wouldn't be
against
beating
Mongo.
Darkseid physically. It would be like Darkseid would bring his army, and Superman would repel the army and fuck Darkseid up, and he'd have to
All
run
right, I
back.
get that. Like in the cartoon, the way he did in the
Right.
cartoon, and then when
yeah.
but the coolest thing about the cartoon was when Superman asked him who he was, and Darkseid hit him with the Omega beams and fried him. It was like, that's who I am.
Oof.
And stepped off.
Oof.
Stepped
Oh,
off.
Yeah, that's it. I'm
He
now
gone.
that
stepped off,
I
Reno.
gotta admit
Reno.
that was
Reno,
like
that
in
was
wrestling or boxing. That was a good first shot, and it was like, yeah,
yes,
that
it was.
that box Superman.
Yeah.
And when
Reno,
they
that was
met
the coldest.
in Justice
Yeah.
League, I ain't gonna
Reno,
lie,
that was
when
He
cold.
was.
Superman walked the
That was
dogs looked
cold for a
good.
cartoon. Yeah,
Yeah, he
Reno, that was
did.
cold for a
Yeah.
cartoon. I had never seen nothing like that. He came out, Superman defeated his army, did his thing. He was like, who are you? He hit him with the Omega beams. He said, that's who I am. And stepped off,
That's
walked into
cold,
the boom tube like nothing.
like a
Had
hoss.
Superman burnt up, suit burnt up. He's sitting there, smoke coming off him. He like, man, who?
And
Man.
what's the Doomsday? What about Doomsday? Didn't
They
he fight
if
Doomsday in
they
the movie?
do if they did Doomsday right,
He got to
which
die.
I
Yeah.
get what Zack Snyder was going for in Batman vs Superman. I'm like, a lot of people were upset about it. I wasn't as like butthurt about it like people were. It's like it makes sense. You take a dead corpse and you make a whatchamacallit death machine out of it. You know,
Right.
okay, all right, cool. The thing about it was like I would have liked to seen an actual death of Superman story in a movie. Like, you know,
Yeah,
it's just him, kind of like the books. It's just him, but you
like the
got
book.
other just the cartoon movie got it perfect.
Yeah.
I'll
It
say it
did.
like that. In
Cartoon, yeah, it did.
with DC, it's like
And
if
they
you could
remade him.
copy
Oh,
what
Death
you
of
do in
Superman.
your animated to
Yeah,
your
Death
live
of
action, I
Superman.
think they'll have more success.
Yeah, that's
Get the
true, Spade.
remakes
That's
though.
exactly. I be
Get the
saying the
remakes.
same shit.
Yeah, the remakes
I
are
be
better.
saying the same shit. Yeah, what's the movie? It's a movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
Death
it's
of Superman.
called
Death of
Death of
Superman.
Superman. All right,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all right.
And
It's
then you
on
got
Be
the
HBO.
right back.
return. You
Hold
got the
on.
death. You got the death and return of Superman. Because they remade. They actually remade them, Reno. And the remakes were better. I got the originals, but they remade them. Is that the remake or is that the
Yeah,
original?
that's
That's
the
the
rebirth from the
remake.
remake.
That's the yeah.
That's the I like the
And
rebirth one better.
that's the return. Reign of
Yeah,
the
and the
Superman.
Yeah,
return.
and
Yeah,
that's
Reign of
the reign of
Superman.
the
Yeah,
Superman. Yeah.
yeah, it's dope. Yeah, those.
Wait,
Yeah, I
It
like
was
those better,
like
Spade.
the
oh, I see Death of Superman,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's Superman Doomsday, and then
So
there's
that's
Superman
the
Reign of
one I
Doomsday
think
was
from
the
Superman.
original.
2007.
The original one was
Yeah,
Superman
that's the
Doomsday.
original one.
That
Superman
was the
Yeah,
original.
Doomsday is
that's
when
the
I
one from
say
like
do not waste your
2007.
time watching.
Yeah, don't.
2008.
Yeah,
I'm watching.
Oh,
yeah. No,
Yeah, don't waste your time watching that. That movie
no.
who's
was
a
Watch
good?
the
I haven't
2018.
seen that one.
yeah.
Watch the newer ones. Yeah, watch the
You
newer
hadn't
ones.
seen that one, Sada?
No, I did. I didn't watch. I saw. No, I've never watched it fully. No,
Don't
I saw the newer one. Not don't. Okay.
don't watch that on please
No,
Okay.
don't
Okay.
watch that first one.
for your
Nah.
sanity and your eyeballs' sake. Do not watch that.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah. The newer ones are way better. I love
Yeah,
those, man.
They take
those are
the
new
new
ones.
ones, and Stu will attest to this. They take from the story that was, in 1992, the Death of Superman story with the reign of the Superman. They just put a newer, a modern spin on it. But
Yep.
it's in essence the exact same story. If anybody read like the new 52 Justice League books or anything, that's what some of the stories come from, some of the backstories, if you will, because you got the romance between Superman and Wonder Woman, then they kind of break up and just like, where, Superman's in love with Lois. He hadn't revealed his identity and stuff to her like that. And yeah, spoiler alert. But I mean, it's different elements with that they take from newer comics and the older comics and put it all in one. I'm like, hey man, this is actually a good movie. But like I said, that Superman Doomsday was just garbage.
It was. It was.
Oh
man. But that was all we
So-
had at the time.
So
But it was.
all right, so the sequel to Death of Superman is the Reign of Superman,
Reign of Superman.
Yes.
Reign of Superman.
and that's basically
Yes.
the comics, right? The comic shit.
Right.
That's straight from the comic.
Now,
You
what is
got the
what
four?
is Unbound?
what?
any good?
Oh,
Unbound
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 was
was
great.
good too. Unbound was great.
That
That's
was
based
good
off
too.
a
That
comic,
one's
too.
centered on him and
Yeah.
Brainiac.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's based on
What
the
about
comic.
what about
too.
Man of Tomorrow?
Man,
That was
Tomorrow
good
was
too.
great.
Rain Tomorrow, yeah.
I thought it was
But
okay.
it's based off the golden age kind of like.
Yeah.
Between
Mhm.
new and golden age. But
What
it's
about
good.
what about
It's a bunch of
Superman,
different
Batman,
stories.
Apocalypse?
Oh, that's my shot right there.
Oh,
Now, Reno.
so
Boy,
good.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
now
my God.
word up now, Reno.
Woo.
dude, now
Like
that one
His
right there.
Superman gets kind of rocked in that movie, but it's good. It's still a good movie.
She do.
Yeah.
do.
He gets rocked in every
Yeah.
scene, but it's still a
Nah,
good
that's
movie.
a good, yeah. Nah,
But
that is a
it-
good movie.
One
I know
thing
Red
about
Sun is good.
when he gets rocked is like he always comes back and shows his resiliency,
Mm-hmm.
and his willingness to be like, oh yeah, you got me one time, but you really gonna have to put me down and give me a second time.
Yeah, and
Right.
I gave it a pass because I think they were trying to highlight Supergirl
Yeah.
in that movie, so I was totally fine with that. I was like,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
fine.
Apocalypse. Yeah,
Mhm.
Superman. Yeah, because
But
Dark
you
Side
want to talk about
came to
I
work.
would say you want to talk about a Dark Side Superman fight.
Ooh! Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Yeah, Dark Side
Dark
came and
Side
gave
gave
him work on
him
that.
hits in that movie.
Yes, he did.
With the
Yes, he
Omega
did.
beams. Oh,
Yeah.
Reno is at one point, man. Dark Side shows up and destroys his parents' house.
Yeah.
yeah, that shit
He
was
can,
rough.
because Dark Side is very vindictive. And when
Mhm.
Batman beat him, and he said that,
And
he
embarrassed
said, you
him.
know what? He said, you know what? He said, you're the only human with enough balls to do what you did. He said, you know what? You got that. I'm gonna let you go. But if Darkseid say that, and it's that easy with Darkseid, you know it's something else coming. He coming back
He
when
coming
you
back.
least expect it. And he said it just like that. He said, you know what? Take the girl and go. Bye. I'll see y'all later.
What's
Just
the
like
joint?
that. He put up no fight in nothing, but beat the crap out of Superman.
Wait, what's what?
What's the joint where he said, "Who are you?" and Darkseid just fried him? What's that?
The
That's
animated
Superman, the
series.
Yeah, that's
animated
the
series.
animated
That's
series.
the
Yeah,
animated series, yeah.
that's where the beef started.
Mhm.
That's where it started, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, who are you anyway? He hit that joke with the Mega Man and said, that's who I am.
Superman the animated series.
Yeah.
Those are dope. You gotta watch those.
I knew
too,
it's a
man.
Batman animated series. I didn't know it was a Superman. Is that on HBO
Same
Max
people,
too?
same people.
It
Nah,
probably is.
you know where you can
Yeah, the
find
show's
them?
probably
They
Is
were
it?
on Netflix. They were on Netflix for a while. They took
Really?
them
Well,
off.
it's
Okay,
probably
on
definitely
It's on
HBO
here.
now.
Yeah,
But
it's
you can
on
probably
here. It's
find
on
them
HBO
online.
Max. It's on HBO
Oh, it
Max.
is?
Yeah, but the same people
Yeah.
who did Batman did that one as well.
He
I'm
did
pretty
Superman,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. They're like the similar art style and music and all that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Hush is my favorite Batman story. It's Jim Lee,
Mhm.
my favorite artist. The movie,
I don't know if you like the movie. I'm gonna just say that.
Well,
I don't know if you like the movie.
I hear that it's different, and a lot of people that like the book didn't like the movie.
Yeah.
What's
I didn't like it personally because I felt like they didn't need to do what they did. I don't know why
You
they
mean-
chose that direction, but that's just me.
Do you
I
mean
like the movie. I didn't enjoy it as much as the book, but I didn't hate it. Some people, that movie gets a lot of hate, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm with Spade
it
on
was
that.
all right. I mean, I look at it like if like I said, a lot of things
I can
that
watch it.
before New 52, when they started doing the movies, the animated movies started doing well, they're in New 52 style,
Yeah,
and and it's like you take from the pre 52 like Hush and Death of Superman, you just put it the New 52 spin on it, and it's like it's different. They nuance a lot of things in it. It's like if you can get past the nuances in any movie, you'll enjoy it for the most part. I ain't gonna say totally, but
right? Okay.
but
Okay. What
it
about
but it is a lot. Sada's right. It is a lot different from the book. I mean, they take certain things, liberties with certain things and elements from others, and it's just kind of like, okay, I see where you went, but you kind of still should have stayed closer to the source material.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
That was
What
before Bruce
about
Tim. That was before
what
Bruce
about
Tim. And his,
what about Teen Titans? What about like Judas Contract or
that
Justice
wasn't
League
bad.
versus Teen Titans?
That
They weren't
was,
bad.
yeah,
They
they
weren't
weren't
bad.
terrible. I wouldn't say they were
All right.
great,
What
but
about Justice League Gods and Monsters?
yes. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that was
Definitely
pretty
watch
good.
this.
Yeah, that was
Definitely
good.
watch it.
That's a
Yeah,
good one.
definitely gonna see that.
That's an Elseworld story, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it is.
That is a really good Elseworld
Yeah.
story.
Mhm.
Okay. What's Elseworld?
It doesn't take place on the regular
It's like
continuity.
it's like the multiverse where they have
Yeah,
infinite Earths. They
But
just
I
go
thought
to
that was
another
just like
Earth.
Earth 9 or whatever.
nah. I don't think they really. Well, they didn't really classify it as
Yeah, I
an
don't know
Earth.
if
Yeah, they
it's
It's
didn't
just
say what
it's a
Earth. They didn't
standalone
say what.
story.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't say what Earth it was. We just know that
Okay.
it's part of the infinite Earth. It's in another.
Yeah.
It's on another Earth in another dimension.
Because
We
there's
know
these
that.
other characters that they look like Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman a
hmm
little bit, but
hmm
Yeah,
different.
Yeah, that's part of that
because I think
Elseworld.
Elseworlds is more like multiverse.
Yeah.
Like because when you have infinite Earths, they're the same Earth, but they're just slightly altered. So there's
Mm.
things that's everything's the same, but it's different. Like
That's
where you got Earth,
exactly what it is.
I
yeah,
think I
where you
like
got Earth
Justice
too.
League Dark Apocalypse War was dope.
Yeah.
Apocalypse War was dope. I still got to get the last one to that. I didn't see that one yet. I didn't
Yeah, I
buy it.
did
Or I
like
didn't see it. I got to
Apocalypse
get the
War.
last one. Yeah.
They got Justice League Dark and then Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Yeah.
And then they got
Yeah.
what about Batman Bad Blood? What's up with that?
Bad
Oh,
Blood
that
was
Mm,
was
good.
good.
That's some
that was
Batman.
Bad
a,
Blood
That
was
was
good.
that's one
Yeah,
I
that was good.
rewatch often actually. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, Bad
that
Blood was
one is
good.
based on the quote unquote death of Batman after Final Crisis, and we had
Yep,
like quantum leap his way through time to get back to where he was at,
yep,
and Dick
that's true.
Grayson took over as Batman.
hmm
Right,
Yep.
right.
Dope
That's
Figs Toyverse.
so Figs, what up, man?
Flashpoint
Flashpoint was
was
fire.
Flashpoint
It's
fire.
fire.
was
Yeah.
fire. I love Flashpoint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Spade, we got a question.
Yeah.
We were talking about Commandy earlier, because
Mhm.
I told Reno that I am Commandy.
Oh
Right?
boy.
And,
Oh boy.
He said I'm
Wait,
Ben
what
Box.
you got, Stu Dog?
he's
He
he's
he
been
said I was
boxing.
Ben Box.
Reno has been boxing, right? So Reno
Uh,
was like, well, who's been? So he's like, who's been boxing? So I explained to him Ben Boxer was, and so I was explaining to him the whole story. Now the one thing I never got, because I never read that many comics of Commandy, but I love it. I love the whole series. I always
mhm.
thought it's very ingenious. You know what I mean? Tell
That's,
How Reno don't want to be Ben Boxer. How
that's
you don't
me
want
in
to
the
be
middle.
Ben
That's
Boxer?
Ben Boxer right there. And see that guy, the little guy with the little boy with the blonde hair and the flower in his hair? That's Stu.
Ah!
Yeah, that's me. That's Sada in the back. Sada in the back is the tiger.
Sada's over here on the left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sada in the back is the tiger.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sada,
I mean, I feel like we don't have to have the animal face, but I'll take the.
you got the lizard head.
Well, everywhere, all the animals were mutated, and they kind of like
But that can be
everything's
Spade.
different.
Spade can be the monster with the lizard.
Oh.
Spade could be the dog. I forget the dog name. His name is Doctor something. I forget his name.
I want to be the monster with the lizard dog.
So,
Yeah,
well, that's what it is. You got dogs, cats,
you know what? There's a dope dog
monkeys.
in
You
Marvel,
got rats. You got mice.
Cosmo.
Yeah,
You got
Cosmo. I love
you got any kind.
Cosmo.
But anyway, we wanted to know, Spade, what happened to Superman because he tried to save Earth and he couldn't. But I never read. I never got to read. Did you ever read? Did you ever read any of the Commandy joints to figure out what happened to him?
Not really. I didn't.
No.
So that would be one different for me. I'd have to ask somebody that is read them, that I know has read them too, and find out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
we know the
never.
gorillas worshipped him. The gorillas worshipped Superman. They were
Hmm.
like they worshipped that Joker. So they called him the something.
Rod
I
and
forget what they
shit.
called him. Now it wasn't Grodd because by that time this is like way in the future. And Grodd and Batman are the only ones that I know of that have seen that future that have actually
Mhm.
been there. But I don't think anybody else has ever been to that future to know that Earth has a cataclysmic event that mutates all the animals and everybody dies.
I'll
And
try to find out. Like I said, I know a partner of mine. I think that he has read them before when he was younger. So get in touch with him and ask him and try to find out for next week's show.
okay, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Yeah, because we're trying to figure out what happened to him. Because I know he does die, and I know he's one of the last people to one of the last heroes to try to save her.
Hmm.
But they never tell you how. They never tell you. They don't even kind of hint that he died. Just say he disappeared, and they don't know
Right.
what happened to him. Right. Yeah. So the gorillas had they had one of his suits, and they kind of looked at it. They kind of because they kind of worshipped him as being like a deity. But when Commandy figured out who he was, he's like, "Oh, that's Superman." He's like, "Oh." And then Batman comes along one time. Batman's telling him, but even then, like I said, in the comics, they never talk about it. But when they put him on Brave and the Bold, I was like, yo, okay, you got Commandy on Brave and the Bold. I thought it was dope. But
Man, Brave and the Bold had a lot of cool characters that people didn't know about. Cause I'm
he
like,
did.
y'all got to read them books, man. Brave and the Bold was some of the best.
Yeah.
Mm.
The comics were like that. The comics, I think
Yeah,
that's what made Brave and the Bold so good was it was
from the comics.
directly slated from the comics. Yeah, it was a
Yep.
different hero team up every week, a different
Exactly.
story every week. Yeah, it was good.
There's a Superman story. It's actually a crossover. Superman Tarzan. When Tarzan was with Dark Horse, Marvel and DC and Dark Horse did a crossover with them. That was a pretty cool book because you get Superman in the jungle, thinking he's Tarzan, and Tarzan is more civilized.
Oh, you think he's Superman?
So kind of, sort of, but he's like really just a normal dude. Like he's
Clark
pretty
Kent?
wealthy, you know. They
Oh,
no, he's like a CEO type dude.
oh, word. All right,
Yeah,
I gotta.
and like his plane gets stranded in the jungle, and that's where he encounters Superman. Superman's like kind of ape like, and he's drawing an S on her, like that. And I'm like, oh man, this was kind of cool. It was a different story. Like I said, it was another Elseworlds, but it was a crossover with Dark Horse, DC and Dark Horse. So if you ever get a chance to read that, check it out.
Oh, I definitely will. You can definitely count on that. That Deathstroke.
Yeah, I like that cover. Shit, I
That's a
might keep that. Yeah, I might keep that.
That
yeah, I think
cover.
you should keep that.
Yeah, I might keep that.
That one
I like
too.
that too. I
It-
like that too, man. Batman is choking out Batman.
you need to keep that one too.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I don't know how you can let that go. I had that slab.
It's
That be
gonna, it's gonna
slabbed
be
on my
some shit
wall.
you need to keep. If you don't keep it, we ain't free.
I might have to. First appearance of Magpie.
Oh, nice.
We got Ghostmaker.
Ooh,
What's
This is
the-
Batman 2. Yeah, Batman Annual 2021.
oh man,
And what's this? Batman number 100.
100.
Yeah.
I think that one.
Bane Conquest.
Bane Conquest variant. I guess that's the variant. Yeah. And Future State.
Nice.
Now, Todd McFarlane has a future state Batman.
Yeah, I saw that, man. I want to pick that joint up.
Did you get it, Reno?
Mm-mm.
Whoa. Walmart didn't have it.
Whoa.
Future State Batman.
Yeah, it's an action
Because
figure.
Reno come off. Yeah, Reno come off. He be coming off at Walmart. I be like, yo, where you get that? He be like, Walmart. I go to my Walmart. It don't be nothing.
Don't
That
tell
joint
me you ain't
I
seen a Future State Batman action figure.
I don't think I have, man. Hold on.
Holy shit.
You got him,
Hold
man?
on. No, I'm gonna have to. I mean, let me see if I seen it, cause I feel like I would have got that if I seen it.
I thought you had it, Reno. I thought you had Future State that. You was the one told me about it.
Hold on. Let me look.
Oh man.
Nah, wait. I don't think it's DC Multiverse, right?
Yeah, the McFarlane line.
Mm-hmm.
Because they released it when they started releasing the Batman action figures from the movie.
Is it the one with the purple cape? No. Hold on.
It looked just like
wait, he got his face is covered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, his face is covered. Yeah, this is what he looked like if you get him.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, nah, you know what? That shit is at my Walmart too. There's like 5 of them at my Walmart right now.
Yeah. Man,
only Reno comes off at Walmart.
Because I was like, that would be one that I would pick up. I would actually open that joint too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get
What about this one right here, Spade? What do you know about this Superman right here?
Whoa. What is that?
What is that?
That is Superman and his energized Unchained armor.
Oh,
the armor and shit. Yeah.
Now,
you know the beat.
Is just black and red, or is it blue and red?
I got the Batman one.
And you know the beat part about this figure too, Spade, is he's supposed to come with a battle axe.
I got that one.
Come with the battle axe. You got you
Where's
got the other one. You got the see, now this is the Todd McFarlane special edition one.
Oh, okay.
I kind of stumbled, but I like that one better. Now we can trade if you want.
Oh no, I like this one right here, man. Look,
did yours come with the axe?
One. Huh?
Did yours come with the battle axe?
No, he didn't come with the battle axe.
Let me see. Damn, that's hard.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, he's supposed to come with the axe.
And that's the Batman. That's the he came out when that Superman came out. This was the Batman that they had before. This is the armor Batman. Like that's the armor.
You got
Superman.
that I've never seen that one, Reno.
Yeah, I got that at Walmart.
I've never seen that one. I would have picked that up if I seen that.
Got that at Walmart.
I got hold on, I'm gonna grab 2 more figures, armor figures, real quick, and let y'all see it. These are some that I got like about 10 years ago.
Okay.
I got these. I think one free comic book day, but this one is an armored Green Lantern from the Justice Alex Ross design.
Yeah, Alex Ross ones I always try to find those, get those whenever I can. I have a Black Manta, Alex Ross Black Manta.
Nice.
I think an Owlman. I think I got an Owlman and Black Manta. And I think Ultraman. I think I got Ultraman. I know I have them. I got to dig them out.
But that was that one, and then this is an armored Superman.
That's dope. And then you have this Batman right here, Spade. You would be interested in this one.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick up that Future State Batman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's definitely on the list too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We might have to do a show one day. We show off action figures. Don't talk about shit, but show off our action figures.
That we do. That's called the Gym Show.
We do.
We've done it twice. Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. I saw where everybody showed their gyms, whatever they had that's a gym. But I'm like, just specifically our action figures.
Yeah, that silver
He
Batman is
said,
Azrael.
yeah, Dope Toy Figure said he think that silver
Yeah, it
Batman
is.
is
It is.
Azrael.
It is.
Yeah, that's dope. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it's
He came
Azrael.
off on that one. He came off on that
Um,
one. Yeah.
No, so
and I think that's Azrael too, because he's
Yeah,
got the
that is.
cape, the thread, the shredded cape, looking like Mr. Sinister cape. Which I have
Ooh.
another. I got an Azrael figure over there, but he's silver. No, he's white. He got the Crusader outfit on.
Yeah,
And then,
there's your boy Hush.
Yeah, that's dope. Man.
oh, hold on, Spade. That shit is dog.
Where did you
Man,
get that one?
you have another one of those, or will you sell that one? Man.
This is a one and only, man. I bought this one at Walmart. Well, back in the day too.
Wow. I wish I was buying action figures back then. I would have definitely had that.
Yeah.
Yo, where can I find that? What is it called? Like, I need to find that.
This one is DC Direct.
Mm.
So I don't
Those
know.
are old. Yeah, that's old. Yeah, those. Yeah, you got
Maybe
that a while back.
Amazon and eBay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got those a while back. At least
Yeah.
good 10 years ago, man. You got that a while back.
Mm-hmm. And of course, ain't no Batman collection complete without.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, dog.
Come
That
on,
is
look at that.
dope,
Look at that box.
bro.
That box art.
See, my Catman came in that kind of box, that same line. But I love the Joker with the long trench coat, man, and the mallet.
Yeah.
That's childhood right there.
Hell yeah.
Speed. I
Man,
might have
I
had to
need
crack
more of
that
those.
pack and get the. I might have had to crack that pack and get the poster out of there.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I was like, man, I remember the Justice League action figures when we were kids that you would squeeze the legs and the arms would move.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that Joker reminded me of, because I had that one from back then.
I did too.
And I was like, I wish I had kept that stuff, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen, it happens, bro. It happens.
I know it, but doggone, man, it's like, all right, you grow up and stuff, and then, hey, I don't need this stuff, or somebody decide you don't need this. So I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to keep my stuff.
Yeah, man. Tell me I don't need my stuff. Eat my stuff.
Never again.
This is the silver Azrael in black and gold.
Woo!
I ain't found him.
Definitely.
I ain't found him yet.
I saw that one today, Reno.
Oh,
It came in a 2-pack. It was Batman versus Azrael.
Batman
So
Beyond. Yeah, Batman versus Azrael. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw the weeds today.
What is this? Urban Legends 7. Damn, I might have to keep that.
I know some of them, Reno. I don't know how you can get rid of them, man. Some of them, I'll be like, look, I keep this joint right here. This is, I mean, I can't say I ain't got to keep all of them, but there's certain ones I just can't get rid of.
I told him, man, like I said, that Deathstroke and that Batman choking Batman, if you get rid of them, we ain't friends no more.
Those will probably be sought after for sure.
These over here, these are those back in my stack.
Yeah, put them in your stack.
But nah, it's like that Scarface, don't get high on your own supply. It's hard. You can't be an addict of what you sell, because sometimes you want to keep them.
Yeah.
But
you gotta let them go.
You gotta let them go. You gotta have that discipline, man. That's what it's all about.
True. People, I gotta break out of here. It's about that time. Got that time.
Wait a minute, Stu. Before you go, I got one more figure to show you.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Ooh,
is that Black Adam?
That's Black Adam.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
Yo,
man.
Where did you get that?
Like
that one was a gift, man. One of my partners found that for me. Like, you got a Black Adam? I said, nope. He said, what you do now?
Man.
He got that shit at Comic-Con.
Yo, is that an exclusive or is that part of a line? Is that the Alex
It's
Ross
part of
line?
the line. It's not an exclusive.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's official, dog.
Oh,
Yeah, I need that in my life, man. I would take the Shazam too. Get the
Oh yeah.
Shazam.
I actually do have a Shazam, but
I
I
do.
got
I'm
that
looking for one.
before I got the Black Lightning.
Yeah,
I mean
I
Black Adam.
don't
I'm
have a
sorry.
Shazam, but I'm looking for a good one, Spade. I can't even lie to you. I'm looking for a real good one.
So I'm like, I can't wait for this movie to come out because I'm definitely getting Black Adam action figure.
Oh yeah, they'll bring out a good few of them, some good ones. I'm gonna snatch one up then. I mean, but if I catch one slipping before then, I'm definitely gonna get it.
Nah, I feel you.
Check this out.
Definitely.
Khonshu from the show.
Ooh,
I just ordered that. That is
See?
wow.
the last book in that run.
Jake
That should be number
Lockley.
14. That should be the number 14. That's what
Yeah,
the TV show is actually based off of.
Oh,
exactly.
no kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jeff
it was actually
Lemire.
based off that run. It was based off that 14 comic run.
Wow.
I think number 1, Reno, is the
That's
first
Lockley
appearance
right
of
there.
Mr. Knight.
Woo.
Yeah.
Jake Lockley.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, Jay like.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you got number 1 in there, keep that because that's a valuable comic. That one is actually the first appearance of Mr. Knight.
Yep. These are That's why I knew Jake Lockley was coming because of this. Because of this run right here.
I need that number 8 though.
Carlin has the movie line for the figure. Yeah. Yep. Moon Knight was the most mid MCU ever. Legion is he just hate on everything. He hate Doctor Strange. He hate Moon Knight. Come on, Legion. Give them a break. They really working hard.
Well, hold on, Rita. Let's do this.
We come from a time when we had to suffer through 80s and 90s superhero movies. So I'm glad we live in a time.
Hey, Rita, let's do this to him. Legion, can you name one thing that you like superhero wise? One movie. Give us one movie that you like. He's superhero wise.
I thought you hate Doctor Strange.
Hey, straight.
I thought you didn't like
Legion. They said you hated Scooby Doo.
Oh my god.
Scrappy Doo. They said you hated Scrappy Doo. All that, man. Blue Falcon. All that.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Non-stop examples of what wrecked Moon Knight.
Of course you can. No, you can. And listen, here's the thing. There's a YouTuber named Your Movie Sucks or something like that. It's YMS. And he just trashes every movie. But like you can trash any movie, especially comic book movies, especially comic book fans. Like we could trash any comic. You cannot give me one example of not one comic movie that I couldn't rip to shreds if I wanted to. But it's like I don't know. I guess I come from a time when we didn't have movies near this good, so I could pick the shit out of them, or I could just be happy that I live in a time where we get dope ass.
We get dope movies.
I get that.
I'm with that. You're right.
Yeah, Sada can't feel that because
I mean I can enjoy it, but it's like certain things I just can't ignore it because it'll affect your enjoyability overall. Yeah. But I understand like where you're coming from. Yeah. Oh wait, what? Oh, wait, Infinity War.
It's a great movie, but I could trash it.
The Hulk. That's it.
Like I could hate the entire movie because like I could trash the whole thing.
He's fighting you on this, man.
No, because he knows I like the Batman, and I know he hated the Batman. See, he didn't like the Batman. He don't like nothing. But I could trash anything, man. I could trash Infinity War easily. I could trash, but it's like I don't. But I could. No, and I'm not gonna say that I don't. And Legion's right. Yeah,
that's my point. That's my point.
Yeah, that's my point. Exactly. Point. Hulk wasn't in it. Yeah, we
yeah, it was at the beginning when he got his ass kicked.
Yeah, but the lack of hope.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, he gets whooped on by Thanos, and then he just no.
I was so sad. There's just
But but I don't know.
But
They
no,
kind of had to do it because if you break it down, Hulk could actually destroy all the children of Thanos. They had no,
you know,
Yeah.
they got no win.
He
They got no win
could.
against them.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
in y'all defense, y'all right because Universal Studios did that. They just Hulk couldn't be in it. It was
Right.
too big of a
Yeah,
movie.
it was not, it was not, oh, of course, Legion, absolutely, bro. You're my dog. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nah, but it's all in fun. It's all in good.
oh
Now,
yeah.
Legion, what is your before I go, Legion, what is your favorite Marvel or DC movie?
Oh,
Mm.
Or
And
Dark Horse? You could even name Darkman. Darkman, any superhero, Panther, whichever one.
play the Jeopardy music.
and go on Monday when we do the Doctor Strange like breakdown and all of that. Go to Legion, do the Legion show after that. Yeah,
That
yeah,
was great.
yeah. Go check out Legion show after our show. I think it comes on at 9. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not sure.
But yeah,
Legion, man, come on, let's give us something, Legion, man. You gotta give us something.
Yeah,
Legion,
wait,
you could
the
have been
Jeopardy music finished already.
Yeah, come on, we gotta give us something, bro. Favorite movie all
Trying to
time.
think.
Superhero, vigilante, superhero,
What's good, everybody?
mutant.
Hey,
What up, brother?
That's
that's a good question though. What is my favorite all time?
but I think I think he likes Infinity War.
Oh,
I came from a long line of cinema
line.
experience, and it's always a lack of story or director that messes it up for me.
that's
I give a
understandable.
ton of slack to the superhero genre. You got to give a lot of slack to the superhero genre. You just do because it needs it. Yeah, buddy. Okay. All right, I got you.
One of the questions I'm
What
fighting
was
with my
your
kids right now.
favorite superhero movie, superhero, vigilante, whatever?
Favorite
movie
live
DC,
action. Favorite live action
superhero movie, or vigilante.
I'll be right back, y'all.
All right.
You could even say Dark. We'll even take Darkman. You can even go back to Darkman.
I actually liked the movies back in the day. I hadn't watched them in
Darkman
over
was good.
20 years, but I liked them back in the day.
Yeah, Darkman was good. Darkman was phenomenal. Yeah, Darkman was good, right? With Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
good, man. He played,
that was a good pre-mod. So
man, he did the damn thing.
I'm like, don't remake it and mess it up.
See,
I heard. Yeah, I keep
don't
hearing
speak
they trying
that
to
into
remake
the
Darkman.
world.
Yes, I keep hearing they trying to remake Darkman.
Yeah, I do too. That's why I'm like, don't.
Yeah, don't.
Some memories that we have that are good memories need to stay good memories.
That's true. That's true. Well, Legion, y'all let me know Monday. Legion, he's fighting with his kids, and I gotta roll. I gotta go fight crime. But I'll see
Stu
y'all
Dog,
Monday.
be safe out there, man.
Oh, Legion said Watchmen before you go. They said
Watchmen,
Watchmen. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta take my hat off to him because I like Watchmen.
You gotta watch the
I actually
Watchmen
think
movie,
that's one of
not
the
the TV
best.
show.
Yeah, I actually think that's one of the best superhero movies ever made. Is Watchmen, and it gets no credit. It's very comic book accurate. It followed the comic very, very closely. It was good. But with that, I gotta go, people. I'll catch y'all later. Masher. Hopefully see you Monday, Spade. Sada, did you see the video I sent you?
Yeah. Which one? The Teen
Light
Titans
Begins
one.
to Shine.
Yes, I watched that one.
Can you explain to them, please?
You've been trying to
Can you
get
tell
me
them
to
your
watch
take on
it.
that? Can you tell them
Okay.
your take on that, please?
What's that?
It was the night.
The night begins to shine.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised when I was watching it. I was like, oh, this is different, but it wasn't terrible or nothing. So I was like, okay, this is cool. I like it. You've been trying to get me to watch it for like weeks, and I kept forgetting. So I finally just looked at it, and I was like, oh, this is cool.
Did the song get stuck in your head?
Oh no, not yet.
Wow.
Give it a week. I may hum it and then watch it again, and then it'll be stuck in my head. So, but
Hey, Sada, did we set up the matchmaking yet between you and Multi Sun?
Oh no, that didn't happen yet. No.
We got to set up that 6 element of dating show for you and his
Oh
son.
yes, 10:30 p.m. 10:30 to midnight, guys.
Yep. Yeah.
No, that didn't happen. I was like, oh my god. Oh yeah, you missed it. So Spade last time, what's his name? He was on the show, and then after the show,
Multiverse.
yeah, he he tried to set me up with his 26-year-old son. And I was like, okay. Then I don't really know what's
Actually,
happening.
in his defense, his wife really tried to push that on you.
Yeah, she was
Yeah, he's
looking
cute.
for a wife.
We heard he was cute and adorable like 30 times.
Yeah, I was
He
like,
works, he pays bills, all that shit. We have to try to get him on live with her. We got to see what happens. Set up our own personal dating show for comics.
oh, that would be so funny. And then we're supposed to have like a sip of alcohol before the thing, because that's how we met them.
Yeah. I feel like I missed the conversation on George Perez. Man, I tell you, that hit the heart when I found out he passed.
Yeah.
We were talking about him and showing some of his art. This was our thumbnail last week, and this is our thumbnail this week. 1 week. 1 week.
Neil Adams to George Perez, man. What the shit?
I'm saying, man.
That's it. Like I'm bummed. I was supposed to meet George Perez. I think it was 2 years ago at a con, but because of family shit, I wasn't able to go, man. And damn, like I regret that so damn much, man. He was a great dude. If you guys ever watch Comic Book Men, watch the episode with George Perez, and you just see what kind of person like he was. And like he was just one of the realest old-time comic artists, and he redefined a lot of characters. And some of my favorite covers, both DC and Marvel.
Yeah,
George Perez did that. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Crisis on Infinite Earths and Infinity War. Two major, you know what I mean? Two major storylines. But you know, he in 1980, after Wolfman left Marvel for DC, Perez started getting his first work for DC. Initially drawing Firestorm, a backup feature, in Flash, with Jerry Conway. Then, while still drawing the Avengers for Marvel, he started drawing Justice League, following the death of longtime artist of Justice League, Dick Dillon, which meant Perez was like at the same time drawing the most famous heroes at Marvel and DC at the same time. It was this, that was unprecedented. It's a big achievement, man. That's legendary right there.
That's the ultimate crossover.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Perez was wanting to draw the Justice League of America / Avengers crossover that was scheduled to be released in 1983. However, the project fell apart after Perez had already drawn a number of pages for the book. So we almost got it, but we didn't. That would have been epic. That would have been super epic.
No, he put a completely different kind of like heart and soul into a lot of his artwork with the different characters that he felt passionate about.
Right.
Yeah, the same thing can be said with with Neil Adams. The same thing. Like they, each artist kind of they take their own kind of their look at what they want to see within that character, and like you can see it in the artwork that. The heartfelt love for each character, the passion, the dramatic essence in each different kind of panel, and it blows you away. Like what they could do, but they don't do that like nowadays with a lot of the panels nowadays.
All right,
what they used to do, and like you can see the difference.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he did a lot, man. He did after the Avengers Justice League crossover failed. Um, well, before it failed, he relaunched Teen Titans as the new Teen Titans, added 3 new characters: Cyborg, Starfire, and Raven. 3 major, characters that have become iconic to the original Teen Titans of Robin, Wonder Girl, and Kid Flash. He renamed Beast Boy from the Doom Patrol,
Yep.
which is now going by Changeling. Joined the team as well, and it was the book was a sensation, and it became DC's highest selling title, and he was heavily involved in the story of the series, and um, was listed as the series plotter alongside Wolfman, and the two also created Deathstroke the Terminator and Vigilante for the series, both of whom would go on to be self-titled spin-offs as well. And I didn't even know that he made Deathstroke. That's crazy. And Vigilante is dope. Vigilante is my favorite character from Peacemaker, the show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he left.
Vigilante, the way they depicted him in like the CW show and Arrow, I feel like they didn't do Vigilante justice in that.
I didn't see that.
Like,
I didn't see
a couple of cool spots, but they really could have built on that character.
Right. Yeah, I didn't see that one though. I just saw
watch it. Like it was kind of badass how they brought him in. Yeah, no, they brought him into that show, but he wasn't around very often, and I feel like they just kind of threw him away in that show.
They kind of did. They really could have done
They
more. It was more like a plot device, I guess. Kind of enhancing the story of that season, but they could have done more with them, definitely. But you do see a lot more they got out of them with Peacemaker. So it's like win-win, sort of. You get your feet wet a little bit with Arrow, but you got more in depth with Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the same with like Suicide Squad. They
so in that aspect, is Peacemaker. I haven't watched Peacemaker yet, so is that show worth watching to see more in depth on Vigilante?
Yeah.
Well, it's just worth watching. Period. It's just a great fucking show.
If you like comedy, I mean, you have some right mix of action and comedy.
Really?
So you do have some comedy spots, but it's really good.
Yeah. I mean, it's comedy. It's definitely comedy, but it's got action and special effects and all that good shit. But it's just really well acted, written, filmed, edited. It's just a really quality show. And I had to force myself to watch it because I don't really watch comedies. I really don't like comedies that much, and so I thought that I wasn't gonna really care about it or really like it. But once I got into it, I was like, wow, it's just so well done that you gotta give it up. You gotta give it up to it. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's the best.
I haven't seen the newer Suicide Squad yet.
Well,
that
the Peacemaker show kind of seemed a little bit too campy.
It's fun, like I said, it's comedy.
It's, with John Cena playing him, it's kind of like.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of John Cena. I never and I know Spade's a big fan of wrestling, so I know a lot of people are fans of John Cena, but I'm not a fan of John Cena as an actor, like his movies and stuff. I never watched one of his movies. I don't. It's just, but I think the way he played it campy and hammed it up and wasn't taking himself seriously, that's what made it good. And he's good at it. I'm really surprised. He's really good at it. But I didn't. He's a better what?
He's a better actor than he is wrestler.
Okay. See, I don't know. I didn't know that. But that's not saying much. But he is a good actor though. He is a good actor. He just wasn't. I just don't like that kind of movie. Just the raw action movies that he does. But yeah, I would recommend Peacemaker because it's well made. Suicide Squad, the second one, was a lot better than the first one. Leaps and bounds better than the first one. Yeah, I wouldn't even talk about them in the same sentence.
Well, Reno has never steered me wrong on recommending things. So I think I'll just sit down and watch that next.
Yeah, if you're in the mood for a comedy, yeah, watch it for sure. If you want to laugh, I mean, yeah, definitely.
Watch Peacemaker.
It's funny and at the same time has a cool comic-y sci-fi story along with it. So oh man, yeah. So George Perez gone too soon. Definitely a titan in the game. No pun intended, but yeah, he killed it. We're gonna definitely start doing like a little segment where we sort of just kind of talk about a living artist, like the living legends that are still alive, instead of just doing these episodes after they pass away. It's kind of like the theory of like give them the flowers while they can smell it. So we wanna talk about artists, you know what I'm saying, writers, just people that are instrumental in comic books and hip hop too. So we're gonna start doing that because like it just hit me like that last weekend we did the Neil Adams, and I was making the thumbnail for this episode, and I'm like, damn, I could just reuse the Neil Adams thumbnail and just put him instead and write his name. It's crazy.
Man. Yeah.
Way too close together.
I mean, legends and people who have such a historical impact on everything. It's absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm. The early 1990s were a bit of a strange period for Perez.
The genre of it.
Because the comic industry was going through, you know, a speculator's boom, and the top artists were seemingly all doing creator-owned work, and Perez's only creator-owned work during the time was Epic Comics miniseries with Peter David called Saxon Violins in 1993. After the hit prestige format miniseries Hulk Future Imperfect with David, which introduced the evil future version of the Hulk known as Maestro, that we all know as Maestro. And Perez was given a big contract to go work for Malibu Comics on its Ultraverse line of superhero titles. And he drew the breakthrough crossover event and then helped launch the Ultraverse's answer to the Avengers, Ultra Force. And he was given an even bigger contract to draw the short-lived Isaac Asimov's iBots series for Techno Comics. So he's been all over the place. And during that time, he was also doing some comic book writing work, including a Giant Man miniseries and a run on Silver Surfer, which included a writing team up between Silver Surfer and Superman, writing a team up, and a Spider-Man team up. He also inked Dan Jurgens on Jurgens' 1996 Teen Titans reboot. He planned on using the money from the Teen Titans to help finance his first solo creator-owned series, Crimson Plague, which was initially published by Event Comics. But the cost of self-publishing was high, though, and Perez also grew frustrated with his writing gigs. So he wanted his next big assignment to be purely doing art, and luckily he got a great, opportunity as he returned to the Avengers to relaunch the series following Heroes Reborn, the first Heroes Reborn. And writing with writer Kurt Busiek, the new series blew the hell up, and critics loved it, fans loved it. It was big success financially, sales wise, and he remained on that book for 3 years before helping to launch a new imprint, Guerrilla Comics, published through Image Comics, and with a revived Crimson Plague series. However, soon after Guerrilla Comics launched, Perez was caught up in a bit of a bidding war as Marvel and DC were finally willing to do a crossover of Justice League and Avengers, but CrossGen was also wooing Perez with a strong contract plus benefits. But ultimately, he worked out a deal where he would be allowed to do both. CrossGen typically required exclusivity, but made an exception for this project for him. But he had to abandon his Crimson Plague title for these, higher profile, better paying assignments. And he had started doing the series Solace with writer Barbara Kessel when CrossGen went bankrupt after just 7 issues were released. Around the time that CrossGen went under, Justice League Avengers crossover was released to a I think it was released to a very well accepted fans liked it basically. And then in 2007 he drew the first 10 issues of the new Brave and the Bold series for DC that you guys were talking about earlier. The following year he drew the Final Crisis tie-in miniseries, Final Crisis Legion of Three Worlds, with Jeff Johns, and one of the last comic book projects by Perez, showing off his legendary ability to draw gigantic crowds of superheroes. In 2011, he helped launch Superman for DC's New 52 line of comics. He wrote the comic and did the layouts for penciler Jesus Marino, and then split art duties on the first 9 issues of World's Finest in 2012, with Huntress and Power Girl teaming up. It's just mind blowing, the amount of stuff that he was involved in that most people just had no idea. Like, he's really all over comics.
Yeah.
And he was a huge.
Yeah, no, people definitely didn't realize like how many different characters on every side of the playing field that he was involved in, and the way that he would take a character, redesign them just a little bit, whether it be just by the colors on the outfit or changing the emblem on the outfit just a little bit, and how iconic that turned out to be. It was his minor details, almost like with Jack Kirby with his Kirby dots, just minor things like that would set a precedent for future artists.
Right.
And the way that young readers will look at him and be like, oh, wow, this character, I've seen him before, but damn, he never looked like this, and would bring them into the world of comics.
And he's from the South Bronx. South Bronx. South. Yeah. 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 And he was born on June 9th. So he's a Gemini. He's 5 days after me.
He's one of those good things.
Hip hop and comics, baby.
Yeah.
His parents were from Puerto Rico, but they didn't meet. They both settled in New Jersey while searching for job opportunities. They married in 1954 and subsequently moved to New York, where George worked in the meatpacking industry while Luz was a homemaker. George's younger brother David was born in 1955. Both sisters aspired at a young age to be artists, with George beginning to draw at the age of 5. And that's early, man. Like, most people at 5, they're just, scribbling at best, maybe drawing, some basic images. But he was like, he got serious like at 5 years old. So he's been drawing his whole life.
Yeah, the gift of talent.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, the list is crazy. He co-created White Tiger, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, the Avengers, Man Wolf, Creatures on the Loose, Inhumans, Fantastic Four, Impossible Man, the Korvac saga, New Teen Titans, Crisis on Earth, Wonder Woman, the New Titans, Superman, War of the Gods, Infinity Gauntlet, Avengers, Gorilla Crossing, Return to DC. I mean, it's crazy to me. In 1979, he won the Eagle Award with Jim Shooter, Sal Buscema, and David Wenzel for Best Continued Story for his work on the Avengers. Damn, that's the year I was born.
I was gonna say that's the year we were born, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's how long he's been heavy in the game. That's because he was young. He was super young then because he was only 67 when he passed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he was like 20 in his 20s.
Yeah, man. Y'all, I gotta get ready to take off too. I gotta make a grocery run before the store closes.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. We've been rocking 2 hours. I know Master just popped in, but we've been on it a while, brother. We're gonna call it a night. But everybody that's in here, man, thank you for coming.
Sorry.
I think it's a delay. That's what. Yeah, we'll be back Monday, guys, at 6:30, and we're gonna break down Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So make sure you see that movie tonight or tomorrow or Monday afternoon. Sada, go see it. Go see it.
Okay, I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see it.
Go see it. And you're not gonna be sorry. You're gonna love the movie. It was really good.
You better go see it.
I know. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna see it between today and well, tomorrow and Monday.
Go see it, sorry.
We definitely have a whole lot to talk about with that movie.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna unpack that whole shit Monday, guys. So come back Monday, 6:30
Any event you
p.m.
want to go see that movie.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. We'll see you Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the Sixth Element of Hip Hop signing off. Peace.
Peace out, everybody.